Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's see. We are live on YouTube. So good morning. Morning, YouTube. Morning, Felipe. Morning
Good
again.
morning.
Just let me mute this video here because I'm gonna get confused. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Daiane. I'm from São Paulo, and I work as a data scientist. I work remotely for a startup, American startup, and when I joined this company, I think I think it was 10 months ago. I knew TNT in that time because as I was everything in English, I was trying to find somewhere I could speak, that I could have conversations. And then I came across TNT. I started doing the conversations like almost every day, and it helped me a lot. And then since January, I started doing the immersions. So I started being a host, and yeah, I'm and a host since then. That's it. Felipe, can you introduce yourself, please?
Okay. Hello, I'm Felipe Fadu. I'm 23 years old. I'm from Rio. I'm about to finish my undergraduation in electronic and computer engineering at UFRJ. The only thing left for me to finish the course is my final paper. I think I'm in the half of it, but it's long. One day I will finish it, and I work as a software engineer at Vitex. And yesterday it it completed 1 year that I am in this company, and I
Nice,
work remotely too.
nice. And how did you know about TNT?
I I've heard about it on LinkedIn. Yeah, I'm also searching for some platforms where I can talk and improve my English. So it happened that I I knew TNT on LinkedIn
Okay.
on the feed.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I really like this kind of like conversations because one thing is learning grammar, taking classes. Another thing is talking. So when I started doing the conversations, and when I said I started because I started working in a American company, it helped me a lot because I use it to talk, but not that much. So I was like every day here. Every day I was in the immersion, and it really helps because you are in contact with people when you need to answer questions and ask questions and this kind of stuff. So it's awesome. So okay, let's go to question. It's number 2 here, but actually it's number 1. So, Felipe, have you ever lived abroad? And if yes, how was it? And if not, would you like to?
No, I've never lived abroad, but I've been abroad, but I've never lived abroad. And if not, I would like to. Would you like to? Yes, I think I would like to to go abroad for more than 2 months, like something like that, like just to so you can emerge at the
Yeah,
culture.
think
It's
it's
emerge. I don't know. uh, or emerge. I think it's emerge, right? No. Into the culture and live like they.
So where have you been?
I've been I've been to USA. I went to Disney, classic trip. When I was 15, I think, or something like that, 15, 16. I don't know exactly my age at that time. And this was the biggest trip that I've done, but I've also went I've also gone to Argentina, Uruguay. Don't know if there was another country, but it was just one day because it was a cruise trip, right?
Yeah, see.
So
Yeah.
I just stopped and left the place.
Yeah, you have all day long to enjoy the place and
yeah,
then
it was just one day, but I've been there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've been to Toronto when I was 18. I was there to study English, and I spent, I think, a little more than 4 weeks there, and was amazing. Like, because as you said, it's being in a place for more, like I spent only a month there, but it's totally different than going to a place and just for a vacation and or for a holiday. And I wish I could stay more than a month, but I was working that time and I just got a vacation, so I couldn't stay for long time, but it was awesome because you really get into the culture, like you have a routine. So I was studying from 9 until 2 p.m., so the whole day. So you wake up in the morning, you have to get a bus or the subway, and you have lunch. So this kind of stuff, that's a part of a routine. So it was amazing. I really enjoy it, and I wish I could live there because it was so organized. Canada is so organized and safe, a safe place, clean, you know. But when I was younger, I I was like, oh my God, I want to live abroad. I want to to move to another country. But right now, I don't know. Sometimes I think, okay, I think I should plan something like this. But sometimes never mind. I'm too old for that. Now I'm turning out 30. So I think it's when you start getting older, you start think about, oh, I have my family here, this kind of stuff. So I don't know if I'd like to move abroad. Not sure.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know if I would like to move permanently to another country, right? But I would like to have some experience like that, to go there for a month or two. I've never been abroad for that long.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
It would be a great experience.
Yeah, maybe right now that we have like remote jobs,
Yes,
maybe we
yes.
can, okay, I'm gonna spend 3 months somewhere or 2 months. I think, rent an apartment in using Airbnb, for example, and then I'm gonna live there just to see how it is. Then I go back to my family and to my home and this kind of stuff.
Yes.
No, okay. Number 3. Can you read, please, and answer as
Right.
well?
What do you think is the most difficult thing about living abroad? Hmm. I think it's because at least at the beginning, I think you would be almost some 100% of the time alone, right? Because you don't have your friends, your family. I think that would be the most difficult thing.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think even after some time, this family, the friendship thing, it's hard anyway, because I think the culture, sometimes you're gonna miss something, you're gonna miss the way I don't know, you gather people and you enjoy parties. And because I remember when I was in Canada, I I made a lot of friends from all over the world. Was really, really cool. And I was in a house with Philippines. So the owner was from Philippines, and the food was different. The way they cook food, it was different. Even rice, I miss it, or garlic or onions, the way we do things. And I went to a barbecue, and it's completely different from the ones we have here. So, this kind of things. And I was there only for a month. Can you imagine for a year or two
Yes.
years? So I think this kind of things it's difficult, especially in the beginning, but I don't know if at the beginning it's easier or not, because I think in the beginning you are really excited about everything. And after some time you are used to the everything that's going on, and maybe you are going to miss a lot. So it's hard to think
Yeah.
about it. So, okay, number 4. Is there any country would you like to live abroad in, and why? So, can you think about a country?
I I I don't know because I've never been there, but I think England would be a nice place to live because of the infrastructure and the health system that it's it's something similar to ours. I think I don't know much details, but I think they have a public health system too, and and I think it's more about something like that, like the safety, the infrastructure, health system. Um, I
But I
think it would
think
be
the
a
weather
oh my
is
god.
pretty different from
Yeah, the weather
ours.
is pretty different, but it it's not 100% perfect, right?
Yeah, we
Couldn't be
can't
so
we can't have
perfect.
everything.
Yeah, you can have everything.
Yeah, well, Canada, I think it's a beautiful place. I really enjoy it there. When I was there, I went to New York. Actually, when I was going back to Brazil, I I had a connection there, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna stay for some days here." Then I spent 5 days in New York, and was New York is a beautiful place, but it's chaotic. It's a lot
Yeah,
of noise and a lot of people, and everything is happening. So it's not a good place like to rest. So I don't think I would like to live there. Not sure. Maybe I don't know, in someone else in the United States. I don't know, because I think United States they have a lot of issues there. So I think like New Zealand, I think I would like to live. I've never been there, but as I've seen, it's a beautiful place, really safe, and there are a lot of beautiful landscapes. So maybe New Zealand or I don't know, Europe, because Europe I think is so cold, and and it's cold here in São Paulo, and I don't like it very much. So yeah, I think that's it. Only New Zealand. I think New Zealand was the best place I can think of. It's so far away, so I don't know how how different they are. The culture is from us, but yeah, that's it. And a country that you would never like to live in. Can you think about?
I think maybe, don't know, Germany, but it would be just because of the language. Most the because I know nothing about I know nothing about Germany. Don't know if this is the preposition. How could you
Yeah,
say
I think
about?
so. Yeah.
About German, right? I know nothing about German language, and I've read post on LinkedIn telling some things that are not cool in Germany, like to rent an apartment you have to wait a long time because the competition is so high to schedule an appointment with a doctor. You have to wait a long time too, and things like that.
Yeah, I think I've seen this post on LinkedIn. I think they were talking also about how bureaucratic a lot of things are in German, like the technology. They don't use technology
Yeah,
so
they don't
so
have
often.
Pixies is a thing unimaginable there.
Yeah, I think I came across this post as well. Yeah, so German, I don't know because I think their culture is so different from. I mean, the way they behave is so different from the way we
Yes.
do. I don't know. I think to visit it, maybe it's a good place to visit.
Yes.
But yeah, I agree with you. I don't know if I would like to live there. But there are some, especially in the LinkedIn, it's the only social media that I
Yes.
really
All my
I
answer was based on a post. I have no no.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know a lot of things about this country either, but I I follow I think two or three people, Brazilian people that are working there in Germany, and I think overall it's they like there, but there everything has these pros and then cons.
Yes.
So
And this post was specifically about the bad things, but it was said that the good things are so good, like safety, infrastructure, everything's good, but they only mentioned the bad things. So
yeah, because it's good
that's
to know as well.
yes, it's good to know. If we search some bad things about England or New Zealand, we will certainly find some things, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's talking about LinkedIn. There's a guy from I don't know what the company, but he works for a Estonian company, and I really like to read his posts and
Uh, I know
like
this. I think I know this. Lucas, right?
yeah yeah
I
exactly.
know this.
Yeah, he's the guy. And I don't know if I would like to move to like these countries, so there's a name, but I don't know the name in English. When we talk about Polonia, I don't know then how you can say Polonia in English.
Oh, I think it's Poland.
Yeah, Poland and Estonia.
Estonia, I don't know.
I have no idea, but these places like they.
The East, European East, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure if I'd like to move to a country like this because, as I said, the culture, it's so different,
Yes.
and the weather, and so I'm not sure. Maybe if I like, if I had a kid, a son, a daughter, I don't know, and if I could move with my family, I think it would be easier. But I don't have it. So if I'd go to a place like this, I would go by myself. So I'm not sure if I could make friends there. So yeah, I don't know. But it's as we said about German, it's a good place to visit, to have been to, but not to live.
Yes.
And okay, number 6. Can you read number 6, please?
Okay. What would you miss about your home country while living abroad? Why? I think I would miss our food and culture in general, right? But especially food. Maybe music. I like Brazilian music. I think it would be things like that, right? Our daily food, barbecue, and some no weather. Maybe why not? Because for me, cold is 20 degrees, but I like it. 24 is perfect, but after above that is hot. Below that is cold.
It's cold. It's the perfect temperature.
And I don't know if other countries, I think it would be difficult to reach this temperature. And the food, because we are used to our food, and I think it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah. And food is so expensive in other countries, like especially countries far from Brazil. So if you want to buy Brazilian food, like if you are in Japan or if you are in Europe, it's so expensive. And I was reading a post, I think it was a group, a Facebook group, about Brazilian people living in New Zealand. And a lot of Brazilians, when they come to Brazil, they buy a lot of things like farofa, like maizena, miojo, this this kind of food, and they sell over there. So hey, and they post, hey, I have a lot of things here, miojo and farofa, they sell a lot. And if you want, anyone wants to buy, and a lot of people replies there, oh, I want to buy, where are you? And so food, I think it's a really important thing.
And fruit, they don't have as many fruits as we have here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I went to the USA, almost 7-8 years ago, and they don't had on the supermarket as many variety of as many types of food of fruits as we have here.
Yeah, Brazil has so many. And if you try to find a place where you can buy this kind of fruits, it will be so expensive because it's from Brazil or any other country here near Brazil, and so expensive that sometimes you oh, never mind, I don't want to eat this fruit anyway. So yeah, I think food would be something that I would miss. And don't know, I think like friends, the way we enjoy, the way we talk, and even like our jokes, because I work with American people, and sometimes I feel like we don't have the same humor, so and sometimes I say something, I think, oh, I think he didn't understand what I said. So yeah.
You understand when they do some jokes, because I think this is the one of the most difficult things about other language, understand the jokes, because the joke is you have to live the culture for a long time so you can get the minimum details that contains, ironia.
Yeah.
The word. I think it would be difficult to understand that in a friend's conversation. Don't know.
Yeah, when I am like, my manager is American, so when we have our meetings, just us, two of us, I can understand, because I sometimes I think he tries not to speak so, like pop culture, their pop culture, because he knows I won't understand. But when we have more Americans, like, or I am the only Brazilian or the only foreign person in the meeting, and they start to talk like about, what's the name, basketball ball games, or this kind of, I get completely lost, because they talk really fast, and they use a lot of vocabulary that I have no idea what they are talking about. So I think this is the hardest situations, because it's different, and like we don't, especially at least myself, I don't watch basketball so often. It's not a sport that's very common here in Brazil.
Yes.
So they start talking and talking about I don't know if I can say teams, like, the like we have here. I think I don't know, Celtics and this these names, and I feel lost. So I sometimes I don't understand anything. So I just I just hear, and okay,
You
let's move
just
on.
smile like a Brazilian sympathetic
Yeah.
person.
Yeah. Yeah, and when everybody starts laughing, I laugh together, but I don't know why I'm laughing for. And so yeah, this is the hardest thing. But like in meetings about the business and about everything, I think it's really it's easy. It's not that difficult, because you get the idea of the conversation. Sometimes I don't understand a word, but I can understand the meaning, because you have the whole context, so it's not so difficult. So what is number 7, right? Okay, in your opinion, why do people choose to leave their own country? So why do you think?
I think they choose to when they have the chance to choose, right? Because sometimes they don't have a chance, but they are obligated, like war and things like that. But when they have the chance to choose, I think it's because of safety and to give a better to have a better life in another country, a more quality of life, more opportunities of job, and I think this would be one of the most reasons why people would leave their own country.
Yeah, I agree. I think like my father lived in Japan for 20 years. So he went there when I was a baby, with 6 months only. And he went there to work and make money and save money to send to Brazil. And I think in 90s until the beginning of 20s, this was very common to do. You go to another country with more strong currency, the money, it's like dollar, or if you go to Europe. And Japan was a good place that you could work and save some money to send to Brazil. So I think was the most common thing. Right now, I don't know if this kind of job it's worth it. I don't think they pay off as they used to as they used to do in the past, you know because I see a lot of people going to other places, but most of the people are going to have a better opportunity as a job, not so often like in the past we used to see, like going to work as a waitress. Is waitress
Yes.
the name, right? Or babysitter. And this I some years ago I had two friends that went to, I think, United States, but it wasn't worth the money. You couldn't save a lot of money to send to Brazil. And so, okay, I'm gonna work hard here, take care of a baby so I can do this in Brazil. And so I'm not sure. I'm just saying about my environment. I'm not sure if it's still worth it to go to another country to make money if it's not an opportunity. Like, oh, I'm gonna be software engineering in France. So I think this is a good thing, but not sure if I would go to to not work as I have here, in Brazil. Okay.
At least I think now, it, for at least in our area, we have so much opportunities, so many opportunities to work uh, for for other countries, but staying here in Brazil. And I think it's like you do, right? I think this compensates you more. I maybe I think.
Yeah, but I think it's mostly for IT
Yeah,
people,
but
right? Or
it's
related to
something
IT.
specific for our area. I
Yeah,
agree that
yeah.
it don't fit in so many areas.
Yeah, luck us because
Yes,
we have more opportunities. And yeah, but it's difficult. Like, even with the pandemic, I think pandemic has, how can I say, like, accelerate everything. This kind of, it's not this the verb, but you got the idea. And this kind of job. So okay, I can hire people from all of the world. So and it's good because it's difficult to see to find people even in your own country, that even, and especially senior people. So that's why a lot of companies are hiring from other countries. but for us, it's not so easy to find this job opportunities. And I have kind of luck because I was found on LinkedIn, and a guy who works, he not working anymore in the company, but he was working, and I have a position open here, would you like to hear about it? And okay, of course I want to know about it, and it worked. But when you need to go and try to find a position, and okay, and doing like I did the process, the interview, and or everything, but I think when you need to apply for a job and you LinkedIn, it's hard because there are a lot of people and from all over the world. So
Yes,
it's a tough task to do,
definitely.
but it's good. I think I don't know if I want to go back to CLT, anymore, because I really enjoying what I'm doing right now. Okay, what's the number 7? No,
Oh,
it's
it's
number 8. Can you read, please,
it's me,
Felipe?
right? What do you think would be the easiest thing when moving abroad? The easiest thing? I think the
There you
easiest,
need.
the easiest thing is difficult. But I think it would be the exciting about the new things that you would see, right? I think this would be so cool. Oh my God, how to see how they work, how they live on their daily basis, right? I think this would be nice. I don't know if it would be easy, but it would be nice to live in another country like the native people, right?
Yeah, I don't know if there's like something really easy
Easy.
about
Easy.
movie. I think everything is so hard because you need to find a place to stay and you don't know how it works, and friends, and you have your family, or maybe you have just a person like a boyfriend, a girlfriend with you. So I'm not sure. I think, as you said, you are so excited about moving abroad, about new place and getting to know everything. So you are excited. So I don't think it's easy at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about. No, I don't. Only like when if you move to a place, a safe place, like in Europe, it's even, but I'm thinking like not all places in Europe is as safe as we think they are. Like people say, Paris is not that safe. You need to be aware about this, your cell phone, your backpack, and so but when we speak about safe place, real safe place, I think it's easier to get used to, like, oh, it's I'm in a better place now, so it's safe, the public transportation works better, so this kind of thing, but only if you are in a good place to to live, and I don't
Yes.
think it happens with the most famous place. Like New York is not that safe, is not that clean, and the public transportation is not that good as well. It's not easy. So yeah, I think that's it. And about the hard thing, what do you think would be the hardest thing when moving abroad?
I think as I said on question 3, I think it would be leaving behind the friends and family. I think this would be the hardest thing, and to get used to the new culture, right? To make new friends and know how the things work on the daily basis. Like how can I move from one place to another? How can I issue a document? You know, how can I? Yeah, I think this would be the some of the hardest things.
Yeah, I think about like finding a place. I think would be difficult. Like, and especially those bureaucratic things,
Yes.
how I'm gonna rent a house and how do I need to pay? Because some places it's weekly. I think in Australia and New Zealand, because they are pretty close, so it's really similar. It's weekly. So and sometimes the payday, so it's not monthly, so it's weekly. So I think this kind of stuff it's hard, this bureaucratic. And
Yes.
yeah, okay, I need internet. How how I'm doing this? How I can pay for this cell phone? I need internet in my cell phone, like a line, a number. I think it's not that easy. It's not that hard, but it's not that easy to think about it. And I need to go after these bureaucratic things.
And everything would be in a language that is not native to yours. So you
Yeah.
will, at the beginning, you will try to translate everything, and it will not be possible. You will spend much more energy thinking and talking with anyone than would you do if you were in your native country, right?
Yeah, and sometimes when you are when you are abroad and you need to order the food, you get nervous because you ask for food and the person asks something if you want to and different item and oh my god, because
That
it's
I
so
didn't learn it in my English course.
yeah.
Let me.
So like you are going to rent a place to stay. I think the vocabulary is different, the way people talk is different. So these things I think it would be the hardest thing about living abroad or moving abroad. Even in Portuguese it's difficult. Sometimes you go to
Yes.
oh my god, what these contracts, what these bureaucratic things that I need to read. And so can you imagine another language? So the last one. So what would it be your criteria for moving to another country?
I would move to another country that has some characteristic that Brazil doesn't have, like safety and a better infrastructure. I think these would be some criteria that I would search for if I move to another country.
Yeah, yeah, I think me too. I'm thinking about it, but like right now, if I could work the doing what I do, I think I would move to like okay, I want to go to Chile. It's not that place, that dream country that everybody, I want to go like Europe, Australia, but I think it's a good experience.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think it would be a nice place to visit. I don't know if I would move it for these places permanently, right? But I agree with you. Certainly visit a lot of places here in Latin America. It would be nice too.
Yeah, and like Brazil, especially the big cities like São Paulo, Rio, is not safe at all. And if you go like to Santiago del Chile, and it's a place safer than São Paulo or Rio, or so I think I would like Uruguay as well. I went just to, because when I went to Buenos Aires, it's not a boat, it's balsa, I don't know how the name in English. And then you can cross a river and get to Uruguay. It's a small city called Colonia, and it's touristic place, really beautiful, but it's really small. But like Uruguay in general, it's a safe place, like safer compared to Brazil. It's safer. And so I think I would like to, I would spend some months in this place. I don't think I would go to like Colombia or Peru, but maybe Chile or Uruguay. I think I would go.
Do you speak Spanish?
Oh my gosh. I I I don't know. I don't know how many times I tried to learn Spanish, but so difficult. Because it's so similar to Portuguese, and never know if the word it's really okay. I'm really speaking Spanish, or I'm just creating everything in my mind.
You are just inventing words. Everything's fine because they are understanding me.
Yeah, because okay, I can speak and I'm speaking fast, but maybe I'm just inventing everything in my mind.
Okay.
So it's hard. It's hard to learn Spanish. Do you speak Spanish?
No, not a word.
Yeah, and it's a trick. It's a trick language for us. I'm learning French. I'm not putting so much of effort on this, but I try to practice like for half an hour, 20 minutes, just to get used to the language. And I think it's easier than Spanish because I will know the word or I won't know. I won't create anything in my mind. I think this is a good word to express my idea. No, you do know or you do not. So Spanish,
makes sense.
Spanish is difficult.
I've had 7 years of French at my school, at the school that I've studied, right? So I've learned the French, but I don't, as I didn't practice it. I haven't practiced it in a while. I forgot almost everything, right? But I know more how to read, but speak I don't speak French.
But you
just the
do.
basic. But reading, I'm okay reading French.
But you can understand when people talk, a video on YouTube.
No, I think it's too difficult. I understand some words, but not like far away from English language, right? far away.
And we need to practice.
Yes,
right?
we need to practice. But but I know French much more than Spanish that I know nothing. Because I've never studied anything.
The grammar, Spanish grammar is so difficult.
It is?
Yeah, it's similar to Portuguese.
Okay. So it's difficult.
So yeah. So okay, Felipe, let me send you the survey. It's only you, so if you rate in a low,
it will be a biased survey.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, that's the survey here, and let me share the YouTube video. So if you can go there, give a thumbs up.
Good.
Okay, so that's it. It was a pleasure talking to you. And well, we have a lot of different topics, and you can schedule time on TT platform. And that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it. And have a nice day.
You too. Thank you. See you.
Bye. See you.
Bye.